Black Light, talking about that mind control and how to overcome it. See, at one point, we got to start building up our neighborhoods. We got to start building up our neighborhoods, and another way they brainwash us is through the school system, the educational system, the public school system. In Detroit, you got a lot of majority black teachers up here, majority black school board, and they programmed into the curriculum of brainwashing the children using those old history books. They're not using uh, none of the black intellectual literature. They don't show none of the black leaders, Marcus Garvey. They don't introduce none of them to the classroom. Marcus Garvey, Noble Ali, Osama Elijah Muhammad. They might talk about Malcolm or Martin Luther King, but they don't talk about the black man before slavery too much at all. So they program the children that way, and then you got coaches program on, like football coaches and basketball coaches, programming the black youth just to play sports, because they programmed and under mind control. But yet and still, you got all these empty school buildings here in Detroit. And so the neighborhoods, the tax base on that neighborhood is eroded. And the women is running the house. So one way to overcome this situation here is all the conscious brothers. I'm talking about the FOI. I'm talking about the Nation of Islam. I'm talking about the Shroud of the Black Madonna. I'm talking about the Panthers. I'm talking about the RBG community, the Egyptologists. I don't know what would you call that, the Kemites. They want to be Kemetic, and the Egyptians or the Kemetic community. Back in those days, they were scientists, man. They knew about the elements. You don't see our brothers ain't scientists no more, man. They're not working with what they got underneath the earth, on top of the earth, and in the skies. They're not utilizing their scientific mind. They're leaving everything up to the Caucasian. So I'm thinking all these leaders that we got now, I'm thinking they under mind control. They talking, but they ain't walking. And I stated in many other times about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and why we don't use or build on top of what he had already established, but there's no continuation of what his program is. Now, Minister Farrakhan got an agenda, but it don't seem to be nothing like the agenda of Elijah or the programming of Elijah. How he was programming the brothers and sisters. He was calling for scientists and engineers to build. So I think that we should go back and study all of Elijah's writings. And I think all the brothers that I mentioned should unite. Now the Hebrew Israelites, you know, they black, but they on another trip, man. Hebrew is a transic word, meaning to cross over. Arab is a transic word, meaning dwelling in the tent, you know. They're like nomads. And so neither one of them, the Hebrews, really aren't any Hebrews anymore. An Israelite means that you are a child of Yaqub, you know, or you a Caucasian, you know, and that's gonna further divide us. You know, just your name is division, and you don't like the brothers in Africa. And see, Elijah, Muhammad Speaks newspaper had us, that the brothers in the United States and the brothers over in Africa holding hands. In the movie Black Panther, it got us fighting each other. So we're gonna have to eliminate that kind of thinking. You see. So I think if the rest of the brothers, though, the rest of the leaders, the Nation of Islam and the Garveyites, I think they could come together quicker than the Hebrew Israelites could get with the program. The way y'all thinking, y'all might be sent by the government, you know, just to break up things. This is Black Light. Come back with a couple more of these and call it a day. 1.